You see, in this kind of a fight, the center of gravity is the civilian population. And if you drive them into the arms of the enemy, you replace a tactical victory with a strategic defeat. So I have repeatedly made clear to Israel's leaders that protecting Palestinian civilians in Gaza is both a moral responsibility and a strategic imperative.
Well, the Pentagon joining the White House in calling for restraint by Israel in Gaza after the week-long ceasefire ended Friday. In southern Gaza, Israel is urging residents to evacuate as it intensifies its bombardment against Hamas. Shahar Azani, founder and principal at Fourth Dimension Strategies, joining me now. He is also a former diplomat with Israel's Ministry of Foreign Affairs. So I'm not sure if you caught Greg Palcott earlier in this newscast, but he reported that in the last 5 weeks, Israeli forces have found 800 shafts leading to Hamas tunnels. Those shafts, as you well know, were near buildings like kindergartens, mosques, playgrounds. That's their playbook. And now IDF says that they destroyed 500 of those shafts. So my question to you, Shahar, is it possible to minimize the killing of innocent Palestinian people and pursue the annihilation of Hamas while the terrorists are using human shields?
Thank you, Arthur, for having me. First of all, of course, Israel is very thankful to the U.S. for its support. But let's make one thing very clear. The Israel Defense Forces meet the highest standards of international law above all else and above all other armies across the world. We have continuously done so for years. We're actually, as we speak, writing the textbook on urban warfare against a barbaric, sadistic terror organization like Hamas. The IDF has released a map of Gaza split into hundreds of zones where citizens can be directed where to go away from the combat zones. In fact, Arthur, it's true that the IDF itself cares more for the lives of Palestinians in Gaza than Hamas itself. Hamas has been using those Palestinians as human shields, and there is an important message here, not just when it comes to Israel and Hamas. If Hamas is allowed to use these human shields and using them to provide itself with immunity, terrorist organizations all over the world are watching as these things occur in Gaza. And if they take note, it's open season on using citizens everywhere as human shields. And this is something that we all need to be both aware of and careful of.
Well, you know, some critics would say in terms of handing out the pamphlets and whatever other communication to the residents of Palestinians who remain in Gaza to evacuate, reroute themselves to another area of safety. They're saying that it's very hard for that communication to get to them due to all the destruction. But let me play for you.
Let me just say something about that, Arthur. Just say something about this. When the hostages were released by Hamas, the barbarians of Hamas, we saw so many Gazans surrounding them with their cell phones, shining light onto them while they were hitting the car and spitting at them. So clearly, they have means of communication. So I suggest they use those means also to get the messages from Israel, which also, like you said, include the actual leaflets that the IDF is dropping on them.
I was going to play sound from the Israeli Minister of Strategic Affairs. He was on ABC this morning. Let's listen.
When you have an enemy right on your border and you're doing everything to get the civilians of that enemy out of harm's way, I don't think any other country, including the United States, I don't know if you ever faced a situation like this, would take such great care.
Should protesters and world leaders be putting pressure on Hamas to surrender?
Isn't it high time to call them out for their atrocities? And at the same time, there is a very simple way to bring back stability to the region. If Hamas leaders surrender themselves and their weapons and stand trial for their crimes against humanity and the atrocities they perpetrated, then the Gaza Strip will experience no more of these defensive attacks of Israel. October 7th happened after October 6th, so incredible quiet and an actual ceasefire. And there is one more important point I want to mention, Arthur. When they use the word ceasefire, it's their language for rearrange and regroup before another attack on Israel. The Hamas leaders mentioned it time and again. We're not going to allow this anymore.
Shahar Azani, thank you very much. We'll be right back.
Always a pleasure, Arthur.
Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Kilmeade. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to click to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page. This is the only way that I know for sure that you're not going to miss any great commentary, any great news bites, any great interviews coming your way on Fox. You can get it all here on YouTube. So subscribe right now.